We're going to talk about the distributive property. In this particular problem, there is a minus sign outside of the parentheses. That minus sign just means change all the signs of each term to the opposite sign. So if you notice, this W is a positive W, it's just a W, so we just change it to a negative W. We have a negative 3u, so we're going to change it to plus 3u. And the minus 4 is going to go to plus 4. And that's what we just distributed, that negative sign. So that negative sign outside just means the opposite of everything inside the parentheses. So instead of W, we're going to have the opposite of W. Instead of negative 3u, we're going to have plus 3u. And then instead of minus 4, we're going to have plus 4. So anytime you see a minus out there, we just do the opposite signs of all of them. So we just have to do that. Okay, so let's see what the next one is. If I see a minus, okay, so see the minus sign here? Okay, let me show you what this is. So we have basically a negative 7 outside this parenthesis. So you can move the two parentheses. You don't have to have the negative 7 on the right side. We can move it over here to the left. So there we go. So we can move it out here. Because it's a negative, we're going to distribute that negative to each one. So we're going to change the 1 to a negative 1 plus 6v minus 3y. So that's what the minus sign did. We just take that minus sign, change all the signs, just like we did on the first one. Now we're going to take the 7, we're going to times it times 1, or negative 1, we get negative 7, plus, we're going to take 7 times 6v, which is 42v, minus, and then we're going to take 7 times 3y, which is 21y. So I like to distribute the negative sign first, like change everything negative, and then times everything by 7. It just helps me to not forget that negative sign. Okay, let's try another one. Clear all my drawings here. Let me do, okay, so let's do another one here. Okay, so we have a negative 9 outside. So again, I'm going to take that negative sign and change the signs of every term on the inside of the parentheses. So I'll have a 9. So I'm taking this negative and I'm just going to place it in here. So that was a negative 4. I'm going to change it to plus 4. That's a positive, so I'm going to make it negative. That's a minus, so I'm going to make it positive. There we go. Now I can take my 9, times it by 4w squared, so 36w squared. I have my minus sign. 9 times 6 is 54. A lot of times people will times the 9 by the first and then forget to times it by each of the others. But you have to take 9 times each of those. So 36v cubed. And that's going to be your answer. So we'll start with 36w squared. And then minus 54, and then plus 36v to the third power, or v cubed. Let's see if there's another one. Okay, this is very similar. If you want to, you can do the negative 9 all at the same time. So that's something that's a little more complicated, but you can try it. So this is positive. The first one's positive, so we're going to change the sign. Then we're going to do 9 times 4. Then we're going to change the sign and do 9 times 4. Oh, all of these are 4. Then we're going to change the sign and do 9 times 4. So because of this minus sign right here, I just changed all the signs and then multiplied by 9. So you can do it that way too, where you change the signs as you go. That's just something that's up to you to do. So that's the end of the lesson. Let me know if this is not helpful to you or if you need more help on it, please. And have fun. Also, let me know if this helps you out.